When you log into My Math Lab, you'll see a menu over here on the left. You can get to the homework by clicking on the Homework tab, or in this section just to the right here, we have the upcoming assignments, and you can click on those to do the homework. Now, there are two ways you can proceed. Some students will just click either here or on the Homework tab and open up the homework and see if they can do it. And you'll see when you open up the homework that if I want to work on question 1, there's a video that goes with that. So I can open question 1, and if I can't do question 1, then I can go over here on the right and I can click the textbook and it will open the textbook to chapter 1 and I can read about it, or I can watch a video that goes with this particular problem. And I can do that as I go through the problems. If I just know how to do them without reading the book, then you can go ahead and proceed. The more traditional pathway would be to read a section before you try to do the homework. In order to do that, click over here on the left on Chapter Contents, and if we're in Chapter 1, then we want to read Section 1.1, and I have options here. If I don't really like to read, then I can click on the videos for that section and I can have lectures on each of the objectives in that section, and then I can go try to do the homework. Or I can click the multimedia e-text and I can read the section just as it would be in the printed text, and then I can try to do the homework. And you can see here that if after you read this you don't get it, then you can also choose from the textbook to watch the video about Objective 1. So when you think you're ready to complete the work, then go to the Homework tab or click on the Homework in the Home tab. So we want to scroll up here so we can click Homework here and click on the section that we're ready to work on, or we can go to the course home and click the homework here. Now there is a place over here called a study plan, and if I click that, it will also show me the objectives that I need to work on. So the first thing that you're supposed to do, in the little pins here tell you that that objective needs some practice. So I would click on this and it will give me the orientation exercises for this part, for example. And it's going to give me these problems, which are similar to, and in some cases exactly like the homework problems. So if you do them in the study plan, that's for practice. They won't go into the grade book. When you actually are ready to do the graded assignment and you want your grade for it, that's when you need to click the homework. So you can certainly work through the study plan and get extra practice on whatever objectives that you want the extra practice on, and then go do the homework questions where you're going to get graded. And you can pick the objectives up here. If you don't know, say, discrete and continuous variables, then it'll give you the problems that have to do just with that objective. And then when you finish a chapter and you're ready to take the test, then you can take the Chapter 1 review quiz. And what that does is see how well you remember all of the stuff in Chapter 1. And then when you submit this assignment, then you can do the Chapter 1 review homework. And what that is a homework assignment geared specifically toward the problems that you didn't get right in the review quiz. So you can see that in the homework assignments. See the Chapter 1 review homework. If I click that now, it's not going to let me take it because it's going to say I need to submit Chapter 1 review quiz before I can take that. So you do need to go back. You need to do homework. You need to do all the sections for a chapter. Then you won't be able to do the review homework until you go to the quizzes area and take the review quiz. Then go back to the homework area, do the review homework, and then you'll be ready to take the test on Chapter 1. So then you would go take the Chapter 1 post-test. If you try to progress to something that you're not ready for, you haven't done the sequence correctly, it will tell you. For instance, if I want to do the Chapter 2 homework, it will say you must submit the Chapter 1 post-test. So then you would know that you need to go to the Test tab over here and do the Chapter 1 post-test before you can do the Chapter 2 homework. Actually, when you're in the Homework tab, if you click Show All, it will show all of the assignments and you won't have to go back and forth from homework to test to homework. And they'll be ordered in the order that you're supposed to complete them. So you go through homework 1.6, then you do the review quiz, then you would do homework review, and then you would take the post-test, and then you wouldn't have to go back and forth between the homework tab and the quiz tab, which might be a little easier.